Galing! Sa panahon ngayon, blessing na talaga yung mga ganyang box office numbers. And sino ba nakarelate na dito dun sa Project Baby? Meron bang nakarelate? Wala nakarelate. Parang masaya lahat sa buhay. Si Sue hindi eh. Yung karakter niya rito parang merong dilemma eh. Ano bang uunahin niya? Plans or feelings? Zil Sari! What do you want to say, Sir Kate?
Well, first of all, thank you for joining us this afternoon, and to all the fans that continue to buy tickets and go to the movies and make an effort. Thank you so much for your support. We're very excited to share more about Project Baby coming out June 10th. This is a very, very special project that touches on topics that are very close to our hearts, while at the same time still being funny, light, and enjoyable.
And of course, Direk Eric Quezon!
Hi, magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. Well, of course, nakita niyo naman ang title namin, Project Baby. So, I think it raises a lot of questions. Kasi nga, right now, especially women, not just women, or even men, they always think about like whether they're gonna get married, or whether they're gonna live in, or have a baby. May mga questions na ganun. So, it may seem tough na yung topic mo, medyo parang mahirap isipin. Or pagka inisip mo, parang ayaw mong isipin na makakarating ka doon. But somehow this movie tackles that. So, yun lang, we wanted to treat it as light as possible. And of course, the script is by Jose Javier Reyes, of course. I've done movies with him before, like My Two Mommies, also with Regal, and a lot of television scripts that I've done with him. So, kaya medyo, with the success of My Two Mommies, so I hope this will turn out to be a success as well.
Actually, direct trailer pa lang, yung mga lines were right on the dot, no? Parang wala siyang sugarcoating, hindi siya bordering bastos, but it's just right.
Yeah. Kaya alam naman natin ng humor ni Direk Joey Javier. So,
Right.
So,
So,
alam
very
naman
current
natin
talaga mag-isip siya na direct eh. Okay, papatiin na natin ang ating cast members. We begin with Jazil. Jazil, how do you pronounce it?
Hello po, Jazzel po.
Jazil, there you go. Go Jazil, greet everybody first.
Hello everyone, I'm Jazzel Sorinas po and I play the role of Rona.
I was about to say a little something about your character. Rona, ano si Rona?
She's an assistant po of Miss Sue, Miss Sandy, and she's very outgoing.
Oh, assistant sa advertising agency, Sue, tama? Thank you, Jazil. Alex!
Hi, ako naman po si Alex Calle. Ako po si Bok.
Akala ko ikaw si Rico Blanco.
Hindi. That was the original plan. No? Pero I was so busy. I was only given, sabi ko 2 days lang maalat ko dito. So, kaibigan ko po si Rico. Ako po nakabuntis kay Sue.
Huy! Yun pala, binuking mo na kaagad yung plot twist.
Hindi, ako po si Bok dito, kaibigan. At lagi naman po akong kasama sa Regal Films because of kailangan nila ng eye candy.
Wow!
So, pero buhay po ako dito, unlike po sa Evil Origins na 3 eksena pinatay kagad yung role ko. Dito po umiwas talaga ako, kinausap ko si Direk Eric na please make it longer. So, 4 scenes po ako dito before namatay.
Wow!
Tapos namatay din po. Thank you po.
Iba nito si Alex, no filter din ang ano na to eh.
Ano po kung gusto i-booking gusto niyo?
Mamaya, Alex. Hold that thought. Next, please.
Ganda ng role mo, dami nangyari. Hindi, magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat. My name is Yasser Marta at dito po I play the role of Elfren na mabuting kaibigan ni Miko. Yun po.
So, ikaw mabuti, siya hindi mabuti.
Ayoko sabihin eh, sila na lang
Okay,
mag-decide.
medyo ganyan. Thank you, Yasser. Maraming salamat.
Hello po, ako po si Charut at ako po dito ay si Dr. Rachelo. Opo, doktora po siya. At kaibigan din po ako ni Sodita. Ayan po.
Pero ikaw di ba yung nag-a-advise? Kasi para Project Baby, parang
Oo nga
gano'n.
po.
Doktor, OB ka ba dito?
Oo.
Ayun!
Very professional po ako dito.
Okay.
Iba po sa mga online ko po.
Pero bakit Charot yung name mo? Charot, hindi Charot.
Pinaiksi lang po yun na Charlie's Root.
Ayan. Kaya pala Charot.
Opo.
Thank you, Charot. Tan?
Yes, good afternoon everyone. I am Tan Perez and I am playing the role of Charlie. So si Charlie po is the husband of Dr. Cielo. And yun, medyo frank and clueless but yeah, professional din, kagaya na.
Thank you very much. Next, on that end, we have Ara.
Hello, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Ako po si Ara San Agustin and ako po dito si Karen Domingo. Kaibigan po ni Sue sa side ni Sandy. Tapos asawa ko dito si Elfren, si Yasser. Isa siya dun sa mga medyo level-headed friends ni Sandy. Noong una, nagda-doubt sa mga desisyon niya pero very supportive din naman.
So very objective ka dito, Ara. Yung mga payo mo, yung mga advice mo.
Parang may mga pinag-iisipan niya rin yung mga desisyon ni Sandy ko. Tama ba to? Pero at the end, syempre, as a friend, supportive pa rin.
Tama. Matt?
Hello po, magandang hapon sa inyo lahat. Ako po si Matt Lozano. At ang role ko po dito, si George. Ang ang pinaka-pasyonista at pinaka-magandang kaibigan ni Miss Sue. Pinaka-pretty. Ako lang naman yung umu-okray sa best friend ko.
May narinig ako mga side comments dito pero ayaw ka spoiler kasi bubukin ko ba? May mga narinig ako spoiler dito.
Becky po siya doon.
Ayun. So ang pangalan niya ulit ay?
Georgina.
George sa umaga.
Georgina sa gabi.
Thank you, Matt. Maraming salamat. And of course, our lead stars! Rico and Sue. Go ahead, Rico.
Hello, magandang hapon po. Thank you everyone for joining us today. I'm Rico Blanco and in this movie I play Migo Andrade. And he is actually an artist at siya yung bali magiging co-producer dito sa project na naisip ni Miss Sandy.
Ikaw ba ang nag-paint itong mga magagandang paintings dito dahil ikaw ang artist?
Meron po kaming art. Meron kaming gumawa po, pero
Props po namin sa set yan.
props po yan sa set pero nakialam po ako sa pinakialaman ko po yung iba.
Yung iba dyan.
Opo, kasi may konting oras at may nakakalat na paint dun sa set.
Wow.
Hindi po nakapagtiis.
Thank you, Rico. And of course, Sue Ramirez!
Hello, good afternoon. Thank you for being with us today. Tulungan niyo po kami ipakalat ang magandang balita na may bagong project at napaka-importanting project na lalabas ngayong taon. Ang Project Baby. Ayan, katulad ng sinabi ni Direk, this focuses on conversations na nagpalawak lalo sa mga choices ng mga kababaihan. So it's not only a rom-com, You're not gonna only watch this to have fun, but also to widen your yung pangunawa natin sa mga choices na pwedeng gawin ng mga kababaihan. At okay, mamaya na para but thank you so much for being here today.
Hindi, ngayon simulan na natin Sue ang kwentuhan, no? I'm so proud of Sue because she's been accepting roles and stories na medyo out of the box. What was the last one yung parang flower?
Girl.
There you go.
Diba, nawala si Pucci. Ngayon naman gusto mag-
That was a crazy movie.
That was a crazy movie.
And this one naman, I'm pretty sure this will spark conversations.
It will. Actually, ang dami na nga rin nagtatanong sa akin kung ano bang opinions ko talaga about it. Ayun, magandang maging open yung pag-uusap about it.
Okay.
Kasi parang hindi talaga lahat open dun sa mga choices na ginagawa ng mga modern women.
Okay.
So this is the movie, I think. Ang daming nagko-comment actually on Instagram or online na parang this is something na I want to do. Parang wow, nasa 30s din ako. Parang ito yung gusto kong buhay. Hindi ko kailangan siguro ng partner. Pero parang feeling ko buo na ako pag meron akong anak. So yun yung mga usapin dito sa movie.
It's very relatable, di ba? Actually, yung pagkakagawa ng character ni Sue na sa advertising agency siya. You know, some modern women talaga, they're very busy. Nauuna yung career more than the personal or having a family. Tama ako, Sue, no?
Or hindi, as in, hindi talaga, wala talaga yung
Sa plano niya,
Oo,
yeah.
parang they just want to work. And that's okay. Parang, di ba, bukas na yung mundo ngayon at ang dami ng pinagdaanan ng mga kababaihan. Actually, itong movie na to, it's a love letter to all the women who paved the way for women to have open choices now para magawa namin yung mga gusto namin gawin sa katawan namin. Para, yun ba, yung siyensya na nagbigay ng opportunity sa mga babaeng walang kakayanan na magkaroon ng anak. Ngayon, pwede mo nang gawin. And of course, also the talks of yung biological na anak mo, yun lang ba yung anak na matatawag mo? Pwede ka namang titang ina ka, di ba? Ako, tulad ko, ako ay isang titang ina. Ako ay...
Kala ko nagmumura ka na. Kala ko, Sue naman.
Di ba? Ayun, ako, sa mga pamangkin ko, tumatayo rin akong second mom sa kanila. I'm a fur mom. So, ang dami na, yung salitang nanay, marami na siyang kakabit.
Actually, hindi lang sa babae, pati yung lalaki din, pati LGBT, di ba? You know, ang dami ng pagbabago, di ba? Direk, how did you prepare for, telling the story of Project Baby? Ano bang mga initial
It
preparations?
took a long time, no? It took like probably more than a year bago na
Ay, totoo, last year
sa
pa.
gawa. Yeah.
Oh, wow!
So we were planning this, kinausap namin si Sue last year pa eh.
Okay.
Tapos-
So, Direk, nauna ang kwento.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Una kasi may script na talaga.
Okay.
That's why I called Direk Joey. Sabi ko, Direk, do you have a project that's there somewhere? And then he said, oh, I have this. But gusto ko tong pelikula na to, kaya you better take care of it. Just like your baby. So
Okay.
kaya parang project, so parang kailangan maging baby mo. In anything naman talaga, you can be a parent to anything. Kasi whether you're when you nurture something or when you build something, nagiging parent ka nun. You can be a parent of a project, di ba? Or anything. Kaya nga sinabi ni Sue, parang tita mami siya. So I'm also like that. In my family, I'm like that. So it's something that I can really relate to. Although I am not in my 30s, I am almost a senior. So pero somehow, ang lalaki kasi parang wala naman kami talagang parang biological time clock eh. Diba? Ang daddy ko nga, 65 pa, nakakagawa pa ng baby. Diba? So diba? So yun ang lalaki kasi parang wala talagang parang biological time clock. Kasi,
Na kino-consider.
Oo. So, mas mahaba yung nila. That's why even guys my age, nakaka-relate pa rin sa mga ganitong klaseng kwento.
Okay. For Rico and Sue naman, ano yung mga elements or insights about parenthood that you discovered while making this movie?
Siguro, dati, sasabihin mo lang gusto ko magkaanak.
Okay.
Pero ang daming preparations na kailangan gawin.
Ang daling sabihin.
Ang daling sabihin, pero pag nandyan na or nangyayari na dahil hindi ka handa, diba? Sayang naman yung opportunity na mapalaki mo sana na maayos yung bata kung ready ka lang sana. So, yun yung may sinabi si Vice Ganda sa Showtime nung kailan na parang kung hindi ka handang magkaroon ng anak or wala kang trabaho or ano, wag na lang. I know it's going to be controversial when you say that because like of course it's always a choice pero kasi kawawa talaga yung bata eh. Anong ipapakain mo, anong idadamit mo, saan mo siya ititira, paano mo siya paaaralin, paano mo siya bubuhayin at paano mo siya gagawing mabuting tao. So kung hindi ka ready doon at hindi handa yung katawan mo, yung utak mo para doon, magsasuffer ka, magsasuffer din yung anak mo. So, yun yung pinakamalaking realization ko siguro. Kasi dati, lagi ko yung sinasabi na, gusto ko maging mom. Pero ang daming preparations. Yung realidad na kailangan mo talaga siyang paghandaan. Hindi siya desisyon lang.
Pero do you still want to be a mom?
I do, definitely.
I just want to add something to that, no? Kasi, like, yung sinasabi ni Vice na kung hindi ka handa, huwag ka lang ka-baby. So, ganun din ang nangyayari dun sa mga accidentally nagkaka-baby. Of course, there's that. Of course, there's that. There are several options that you can do, diba? Pero most women, especially in the Philippines, because we live in a Catholic country, or predominantly Catholic country. So, ang nangyayari sa atin, we keep the baby, diba? At syempre, in other people also, syempre, lumalabas yung instinct ng pagka-nanay, diba? Na parang, I'll keep this baby. But once the baby's there, they don't know what to do. So sometimes, pinapabayaan. So yung problema na hindi magkaka-baby, nagkakaroon din ng problema yung mga nagkaka-baby. So people are put in situations na mahirap kapangin, tama ba? I-navigate, yes. Lalo na pag napunta ka sa ganung sitwasyon.
And also, yung sinabi ni Vice, to add, din yung sinabi din ni Leia sa Longga before, kung hindi mo rin kaya magkaroon ng anak at kayang yakapin kung anong magiging siya, huwag ka na lang din mag-anak. Diba? Happy birthday po doon sa nagba-birthday. Thank you. Rico?
Actually, hindi ko makita yung start nung yung question mo kasi kung yung dahil sa movie, anong bagong perspective, hindi ko alam kung kailan nag-start or nag-end. Kasi I'm of that age too. In fact, some might say overdue, diba? But so my thoughts on the matter have been ongoing, diba? And I'm still kind of trying to search for answers regarding that. But I also know that a lot of it also depends on the things around you, the situation you find yourself in, the people you meet. Do you have a partner? Don't you have a partner? Where are you in life? So I think yung pulot ko dito sa project na to and yung sa discussion today is parang this movie is, yes, it's about having a baby, but it's also to me about the opposing forces all the time of taking control on the one hand and also of letting life happen to you. Sometimes it's just a good thing to take control, sometimes it's a good thing to let life happen to you. Sometimes also there's a thin line where you have to take control then. So I think yun yung take ko dito sa movie na to.
And it takes a lot of...
This is your first lead role. Tapos ang katrabaho mo ay isang Sura Ramirez. So, anong preparasyon ang ginawa mo? Kasi napaka-natural mo actually dun sa trailer na panood namin. Parang matagal ka ng aktor.
Salamat po. Salamat po unang-una. Salamat po. Sa preparation po, I think nabanggit ni Direk Eric na halos isang taon ko nang alam yung project. So, hindi ko lang po siya once binasa. Kada revision po binabasa ko. At somehow at one point nagbigay rin po ako ng konting input sa sa story. Even after saying yes to the project. Kasi bihira po ako tumanggap ng acting project. Pero ito po nagustuhan ko agad. And very open po yung team to ask me if I had any inputs. May konti na po ako binigay. So, ganun po ka-involved ako sa kanya. So, I guess in terms of preparation, it was many months going into it. Ini-imagine ko na si Migo, yung character ko. In-imagine ko na yung story. Kaya po, when I was wearing a different hat, one where they asked me if I thought, what I thought about the story, nandun na po yung preparation. And then, physically po, may konting preparation kasi hindi ko pa po alam kung paano atake ang gagawin ng ating director. And just by reading the script, may mga sexy, so, nasa araw-araw ako sa gym.
May scene ba yung project nyo mismo ginagawa?
Abangan na lang po
Okay,
natin sa...
Kasi yun yung title eh.
Oo, so may konting preparation din po for me. Because, I don't come across an opportunity like this every day. I
Right.
think not anyone. So I just want to be at the best possible condition physically, mentally for it. A lot of preparation po.
Rico, when was your last acting pala? Just for our information.
Well, recently I did Manila's Finest.
Okay.
But it was, I suppose, parang it was a
Special appearance.
It's a special appearance lang. But it was also a character I really liked. Pero sobrang iba po nun sa character ni Migo.
Right. Tita?
Follow up lang sa Rico, because you're a music icon. You're a record producer, songwriter, and what have you. Lahat na, negosyante at the same time. I mean, acting is also another form of art, pero magkaiba ito sa musika. So compared to what the previous thing that you were doing, ano ang pagkakaiba at ano ang anong pagkakapareho?
Thank you for asking that. Thank you po for asking that. I've been wanting to be asked that question. I have so much love for acting. Even back in high school, I was already acting. And marami pong pagkakapareha sa kanya sa music and the other fields of art. I also paint, I also do photography. Ang gusto ko po dito sa acting, meron pong moment na hindi nyo po mauulit with your co-actors, with the people behind the cameras, with the people doing the lights. There are moments na magagawa nyo na isang beses lang at hindi mo siya mauulit. It's like painting something that will be there forever. I want to be part of that, where the thing that you create with the director and everyone, mapapanood siya forever and makaka-affect siya ng nanonood forever. Similar sa music, pero sa music, pwede ba ka mag-take 2, take 3, take 4, take 100. Dito po, ilan lang kasi may limitations po yung production. Yun po yung gusto ko, yung thrill nun, it's
a different rush.
It's a different rush po. Thank you.
Tita?
Thank you. And lastly, kay Sue. Ang ganda-ganda mo ngayon, Sue.
Ay, thank you.
Napakaganda mo ngayon. If I'm not mistaken, this is also your first time to work with everyone. Diba? With Direk. How was it like working with Direk Eric? Because he's also an actor at the same
Actually,
time.
me and Direk Eric, we worked on a very, very small, Ipaglaban Mo episode
Okay.
before. But that was the only time, and it, of course, obviously, hindi po yun comedy. So, well, I know of Direk Eric, of course, and I know that the writer of the movie is Direk Joey. And I have worked with Direk Joey on The Regal also with Mommy Issues. Kasama si Mamang Pokwang at saka po si Miss Gloria Diaz. So I know kahit pa paano how they work. Po, of course, knowing the Comedy King's son will be my director, I gave my full trust po to the production and of course to Direk Eric. And parang, well, when they were pitching po, they were already telling me na this will be collaborative. I know for a fact, alam ko naman yun, kahit di nila sabihin. Because nga, alam ko how Regal works. And ang dami ko na rin pong nagawang pelikula sa Regal. So parang in a long time ito, ngayon lang ako ulit makakapag-work sa kanila. So sobrang exciting po yun sa akin. But also, yung pinakakaba ko siguro going into this project is si Rico Blanco talaga.
Yes,
Sinabi ko naman to sa kanya, nung nagsisimula kami na meron akong, may hiya ako ng konti. Siyempre, idol natin lahat si Rico. Pasensya na Rico. Alam ko maraming beses mo na itong narinig. But agad-agad, he made me feel comfortable. Talagang nag-warm up na rin ako agad sa kanya because grabe si Rico, pag nakikita mo from afar, parang wow, grabe, legend, Rico Blanco. Pero sobrang totoo tao, yung wala talagang kahit anong ere, walang kahit anong dahilan para mahiya ka. Hindi ka niya bibigyan ng kahit na anong reason para maramdaman mo yun. So, sobrang nag-enjoy lang po kami talaga. Sobrang grateful ako sa Regal for giving me this opportunity. Again, we're doing movies na may gustong sabihin. We're doing movies na may gustong patunayan. We're doing movies na gustong buksan ng isipan ng mga nanonood. And we're doing movies na gustong makaapekto sa mga manonood po nito. So always so grateful to be given a chance to share my talents. Kinabahan po ako, paano kaya yung gagawin kong comedy? Yun kasi situational comedy yung movie namin eh. Hindi siya sinasadya, pero nakakatawa siya. Medyo mabigat yung topic niya, pero trinay namin siyang i-deliver. Hindi namin trinay. Ginawa namin at dineliver namin siya sa paraan na mag-e-enjoy yung mga nanonood.
Having a family and it being an asset, if I may say, because some people make their worth higher because they have a family of their own. And they equate singleness as something of a
lesser value.
Lesser value. What's your opinion about having a family and all that?
Ako wala akong judgment po sa ganyan. I have a sister who's a single mother and napakabait po ng aking pamangkin. She had all of us around her when the child was growing up, and I think buong pamilya po ba, mag-asawa po ba, yun bang pinag-uusapan natin? Pero at this point in time, parang hindi na po yan yung ideal din eh. Minsan, people just stay together, ang excuse para sa bata. Pero in the long run, it's not helping anyone to stay together. It's not helping your child, it's not helping you, your partner.
Wow.
So it's not the easiest decision to make, but it's the most practical thing to do. Maghiwalay na lang para mas maging maayos yung mga pagsasama. Kumbaga, let's not force connections sa ngalan lang ng isang bata na hindi mo alam sa desisyon na yun, mas lalo mo pa siyang nadadamage dahil sa nakikita niyang gulo sa bahay. So, I don't think, ngayon, syempre, ideal siguro. Ideal sa ibang tao na...
Alam sa Project Baby.
Mahal ko si Rosel pero hindi ko siya ganun kamahal.
Alright, siguro my last question is for you. Ilang beses ka na nakita sa mga... I don't know if that was a skit or it was from real experience, but you were on a car ride, you were trying to find a girlfriend. Di ba parang ganun yung parang premise? Was that a skit or was that something that you wanted to have?
Oh, sorry, is this something I posted?
Yes.
Ano lang yun, it's for a brand.
Okay.
So it's just a skit.
Effective.
But if you were... I mean,
Effective ang skit.
Sad boy.
Itong, ano na to, my question is about your character naman.
Yeah.
Since he's gay, if you were in his shoes and a woman asked you to have a baby with her, but you were gay, right? In the first premise. So, would you be okay with that? If you're talking about your character.
If I were gay,
Because probably she sees you good looking, you're well established.
Kaya sinabi rin ni Sue kanina na,
I don't know,
ano bang sakit mo, wala ka namang sakit, na-screen ka na, kumbaga.
siguro kung tatanungin ako sa character, as my character, as George, no. Kasi I like boys. Babae ako.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if you were mad, like, if hypothetical question.
Well, it's a very difficult scenario in real life, no? Maybe no. Because I would love to take care of the kid.
Thank you
It
so
really
much.
varies. There's really no template, you know. Saka, iba yan pag kung saan ang galing. Thank you, John. Ana Cerezo from
Especially since minsan, di ba, ang bilis na rin lumalabas ng mga films sa Netflix, Prime.
Anybody?
Anybody.
Si Sir Keith, ang perfect na
Ayan
makasagot
si
yan.
Keith, of course.
I guess I'll just go back to the start. When I first read this was one of the first scripts I read when I came back 2 years ago. That's how long we've been working on Project Baby. And even if the premise looks straightforward, there's a lot of complexity in it for discussion. But we also made sure nakakatawa talaga siya from start to finish. And when I think about the last time I had that experience in a theater, parang, honestly, I don't remember. That's why I think it's worth watching this movie in the theater, so you can laugh with both your friends and strangers alike. Because I think that's a really unique experience that we're missing today in terms of being able to experience something like that as a community. And then, like everybody said, there's deep topics that we also cover. Like obviously, like I grew up with a single mom. I spent a lot of my career in the US in education, and so many kids come from non-traditional families. And so I think it's really important to have a star in a movie that wants a non-traditional family, because I feel like non-traditional is becoming the new normal in a lot of ways. So I think it's really something worth experiencing on the first day, right on June 10.
Actually, yung isa sa na-realize ko is pag nagsimula na yung conversation right after the premiere night or even on the first day, mafo-FOMO na yung iba na ano yung kinikwento nila, ano yung sinasabi nila. So they're gonna watch. So feeling ko ganun yun ang magiging magandang pang-come on sa mga tao, not to wait for it sa streaming platforms. Ana?
Add ko lang sa
Yes.
streaming.
Ay, sorry, Sir Alex.
Kaya ka nanonood para maglibang at maiwan yung problema mo. Pero kung ano ba nanonood ka, tapos nandiyan yung problema mo sa paligid. Oo, tama, appreciate. Sa totoo lang although streaming na. Pero katulad ito sinihan ng Mega World Cinemas, ang ganda-ganda, di ba? Di ba? Pero ibig sabihin, ang problema dito sa sinihan, makakalimutan mo talaga ng 2 hours eh. Kasi nakafocus ka, tuloy-tuloy. Nanood ka na ba sa streaming ngayon na ipopost mo na ipopost kasi ang ingay ng kapitbahay mo, naglalaba yung, di ba, bilang titigil ka, walang continuous ano. So, bilang lumaki sa sinihan, na talagang pag nasa sinihan, dati nga sinihan, wala pang guaranteed seat, nanonood kami, punuan. Iba talaga yung feeling ng sine. Di sa inaano ko ang pelikula, pero alam niyo naman, pag nasa ano kayo, may cellphone na kayo, kasi multitasking ka sa, ito yung mga pelikula, kailangan natin ibalik to dahil yung experience ng pelikula, dito ka lang makakalimutan mo yung mga problema mo for 2 hours.
Saka hindi naman sisira yung mata mo pag
Kahit may number 1 ako sa Netflix, okay.
Thank you, Kuya.
But Anna, Sir Keith would like to say something.
Okay.
And also add that, just like what we've done in the past, we've also worked with the theaters to make the ticket prices more affordable. So really, I know things are easy right now, but if you feel like the movies is where you want to go and escape for, like what Alex said, for a couple of hours and have a good time and enjoy yourself, we're doing our best to make that really accessible.
Thank you, Kuya.
Thank you. No kind of question. Okay. Do you think the society would judge the woman more than the man? Sue?
Hindi ba lagi naman? Pwede na ba yung sagot ko?
Rico?
I suppose so, because of how society works, where the males are the one pursuing it, and the women's are the one na namimili. So it's just a factor of that. So if someone says gusto nila, then I suppose mas mag-judge sila. Right?
Matt? Yes, I think, oo. Kasi lalo na sa culture din natin dito sa Philippines, di ba? And, yeah. Ara?
Oo, kasi feeling ko rin parang it's etched in our culture and social norm na parang mga babae dapat nagsusubmit, laging yun nga, laging yung mga lalaki yung mas nagpupursue kaysa sa mga babae. Parang yung mga babae, pag medyo umangat na ng onte, ayan, ang dami ng mga sinasabi ng mga tao, parang ang dami na agad mali. So, oo yung sagot.
And we need to change that. Diba? That's why we have a movie like this. Diba? Every step. Jazel.
For me po, yes din po. And, ayun nga po, the purpose man po of the movie is para mabuksan po lahat ng isip ng mga tao para sa situation ng mga babae, kababaihan.
Tan.
For me, same din. Kasi even though medyo mas nagkakaroon na ng women empowerment ngayon, nowadays, still kulang pa rin eh. May stereotypes pa rin talaga when it comes to pag mga babae yung, yung mga ganitong situation, mga kinds of situation.
Charuth, Dr. Charuth.
Yes po, kasi parang lagi agad may expectation and assumption pag sa babae. Sa babae lagi talaga ang sisi.
Yes, sir.
Siguro yun nga, it comes with the system na rin dito sa bansa natin na masyado tayong nagiging pakalamera sa mga buhay ng tao. Pero di ba, 2026 na, sana buksan pa nila yung isip nila at cordy mo pag judgmental ka. Ayun.
Alex?
80s and 90s, oo. Etong 20s, medyo may yes na pero may pushback na sa mga tao ngayon. Kaya natutuwa ako na nag-start na. Pero sa maraming mga comedian, this is a material. Kaya ako tumatanggap ng mga pelikula na ito, material sa akin ito eh. Ang babae is lugi talaga by nature. Nabubuntis ng 9 months. Diba? May recovery period. Yung lalaki nakabuntis, pwede makabuntis kinabukasan. Ang babae, pag nanganak, kita mo kagad yung changes sa katawan. So, babae talaga nagsasuffer. Pero ang isa namang alternative doon, sigurado yung babae na anak niya yun. Walang DNA test. Ang lalaki, hindi namin sigurado. So, may balance din ang buhay. Pero it's a very good comedic material for us. So, tuloy nyo lang yan. Tuloy nyo lang yan. Pero judge pa rin ang mga babae. Lagi naman ganun.
Is there any scene in the movie na would really spark a conversation on ground and online? Sue?
Ako, I think yung PowerPoint presentation ko.
I think we're about
Marami siyang binitawang mga litanya dun.
Ah, talaga?
I'm sure hindi lahat ng babae. Actually, hindi lang lalaki, pati mga babae.
So bilang ad agency,
Yeah, of course, iba-iba tayong klase ng tao eh. Yun nga, iba-iba tayo ng pinanggalingan, iba-iba tayo ng pinupuntahan, iba-iba tayo kung nasan tayo ngayon. So, depende na lang yun sa'yo kung nagmamatter ba yung opinion ko.
so pinowerpoint mo yung project mo.
PowerPoint mo yung project ko at ipinakita ko sa lahat. Yun, I think dun sa eksena na yun.
Oh. Anybody else? May mga scenes ba kayo? Rico, may scene with Sue?
Palagay ko yun eh.
Ayun na yun. Cassie, okay ka na? Okay, let's go to Natalie Tomada of Philippine Stars. Natalie here. Nats?
Hi everyone. My first question is for Rico. Kamusta yung Rico, yung rom-com genre? Are you...
Ano si Natalie? Ayun.
Okay. Are you comfortable with the rom-com genre? And are you comedy? Romance, comedy? And meron ka bang... Nanood ka ba ng... Ano mga favorite rom-com mo na in a way nag-inspire sa'yo while doing this film?
Thank you. Thank you po sa question yun. Actually, my first ever acting, not aside from theater, no, yung acting project on film was comedy. At si Epi Quezon ang nag-convince sa akin na umate. This was way back. Nasaan si Francis? from Unitel. And over the years, sa pag-arte, doon pa lang nalaman ko po, to myself lang po, para sa akin, comedy is probably the hardest genre for an actor. But then, over the years, meron po akong theory sa akin kung paano atakihin yun, comedy. And gusto ko sana i-share sa inyo, pero ayoko po ma-preempt kasi baka magturo ako about comedy. Lalabas pa lang yung film. Kinakabahan pa rin po ako kung nag-work ba yung theory ko or hindi. And I'm excited to find out, along with everyone, kung paano po i-receive siya ng mga tao. So far, so good po sa trailer. And can I just add, kaya po kung mabilis na guest po dito sa project na to. Nalaman ko, nakita ko yung story, yung plot, gusto ko po, nasabi po sa akin na si Sue Ramirez, makakasama ko, sobrang gusto ko po yun, especially for the character. I could not imagine anyone else. Pero ang napayas po talaga agad ako kasi pagsabi sa akin na si Direk Eric Quezon po yung magdidirect. Ay, di nyo po alam, nabanggit kanina niya, sir, idol niya ako, pero isa po talaga sa favorite actors ko, si Sir Eric Quezon. Bonding ko po ng ako at saka mother ko nung college, nung nag-aaral pa ako, nag-argue pa nga kami kung Wednesday or Thursday. Naalala ko Thursday.
Thursday, that was Thursday.
Body and soul, number one stand po ako noon. Like, to me, I cannot think of a better, like, basta favorite ko po yun. And so, nung nalaman ko na si Direk Eric ang makakasama dito, sobrang, nagtatanong po ako lagi sa kanya, tama ba? Okay ba? Diba? Ang kulit ko nga po.
Sobrang kulit din. Magte-take na lang kami. Direk, di ba dapat parang ganito? Sabi ko sa kanya, Rico, don't overthink.
Yes. And he said it also in a very nice way. And he made sure no one was there. He's an actor's director because I think he's an actor too. So he knows how to tell you things.
Kasi ang daming tanong ni Rico. No. Ang ano kay Rico, he listens, which is isa sa mga dapat ang importante characteristic ng isang actor is dapat matuto kang manakikinig ka. And then, although, kasi ako din, as an actor, matanong din ako. Pero yung time na yun, sinabi ko sa kanya, kasi magte-take na kami, and that was a very crucial scene yung when you were proposing to him, can you give me a baby? Parang gano'n. Sabi nila, Rico, don't overthink. Sabi na, okay, Direk. Tapos sila, tama. Tapos yung bitaw na, tama. Hindi siya nag-overthink.
Saka kasi Rico, may impression kami na you're very serious. Parang serious person, medyo uptight, ano ba to, hindi mag-loosen up, parang seryoso ngayon sa press ko, nakasalamin, parang ano magtatanong kay Rico nito? Parang,
kung ano po yung kailangan. So, yun po yung binibigay ko. But kailangan maging goofy lang ako and so on tour I'm so strict, but like after a long tour I party with my team and make sure. So ganito din, I took that as we've had so many conversations po with Direk and even with Sue. And we started shooting na, but nung binitawan sa akin ni Direk yun, I think that was the last instruction you gave me. And for the rest of the shoot, na-gets ko na po. Na-gets ko na, okay, yun yung gusto mo. Okay, gets ko na. Wala na akong mga tanong masyado after nun, di ba?
Galing. Nats?
Yeah, Rico, can you relate to in a way, to your character na si Migo na, yun na nga, may proposal na, kasi, syempre, you're a music icon, rock star, maraming fangirls. Nakaka-relate ka ba doon na parang women asking you to, can you give me a baby? Kasi sa mga concerts, diba, parang mga babae minsan, anakan mo ako, may mga ganong mga...
Pero ano naman po, good fun naman po yung pagka ganun, I don't take that seriously. I have the best fans in the world. They know how to be silly with me. A lot of times they even bully me and I let them bully me and katuwaan lang po namin yun. Pero in real life po, nangyayari din po yung mga ganyang proposal. Pabiro din po, but I'm gonna get serious here. Okay lang ba?
Yes, sure.
But I've seen a couple of very good friends of mine who have had many girlfriends, pero yung biggest heartbreak po nila, both 2 or 3 of them, was when they could not be with their kids. After nilayo sa kanila nung family, nung mother, because our laws here are very pro-mother, and maybe for good reason, that's another debate. But it's difficult for a man, if you want to be with your child, to put that in the hands of someone else if you're not married to them. And I take that very seriously. That's why probably wala pa akong anak din. That's one of the reasons I have to make sure yung partner ko are very aligned. This is difficult to be a male in a country with our laws. I've seen those friends of mine, their hearts crushed beyond any romantic heartbreak. Yung biggest heartbreak na nakita ko, natakot po ako dun. So, I want to make sure okay when I do it.
But you're open to fatherhood and parenting.
Parenting and fatherhood, definitely. I think I'm so prepared for it. In many ways, but in some ways, I still have a few things to fix. But I think if the right situation comes along, I think I'll be a great father.
Thank
You wanna ask the rest of the meal?
Yeah, also.
Okay, Matt?
I think na-answer na ni Matt kanina na, I mean, di ba kung mangyari sa'yo yun, na
No,
situation.
but John's question was hypothetical as a gay person, but in real life, as Matt, would you accept if somebody proposes?
No. Kung ano ba to kasi may condition ba aanakan lang. I think hindi. Hindi na ako bading dito.
Hindi na siya bading dito.
Hindi ko papayag kasi gusto kong makasama or gusto kong palakihin kasama ng partner ko yung magiging anak. So, I think hindi talaga ako mag-agree.
Alright. Tan, ikaw?
Yeah, ako din, kung ganun din na may mag-propose, siguro hindi rin. Kasi I'm from a complete happy, I mean, no offense, I mean, from a loving family, I guess. And kung magkakaroon man ako ng chance na magkaroon ng anak in the future, I would choose na piliin yung someone na alam kong magbibigay ng same love na na-experience ko with my family as well. And ayun, gusto ko lang din talaga na in the future, parang walang barrier, walang limitations, pero you're just happy living together.
Yes, sir.
Ayun, ako kung gagawa ng anak, ng baby.
Somebody proposes to you, can you be a baby daddy?
Siguro kung love ko rin talaga yung magpo-propose, bakit hindi? Siguro pinag-uusapan, kailangan ng matindi-tinding communication. Parang right now, I'm in a relationship din with my very beautiful girlfriend. And napag-uusapan naman namin yon at may timeline naman. Kaya, ayun, bubuntisin ko siya. Ayun. Hindi, pero darating din yun, darating din.
Alam mo, huwag kayo tumapit-tabi kay Alex. Hahawa kayo eh.
Hindi kung ako wala nang plastikan. Oo. Kasi ano natin, himayin natin. Siyempre magsisex
I-PowerPoint mo yan.
Magsisex kami no, hindi naman sure ball kagad sa unang sex. Meron na kagad mo. Kasi naman, hypothetical tayo kagad, buntis kagad eh. Yung totoo, himayin natin ang proseso. Magsasama kami sa bangkama. Halikan yun, tapos tirahan mo. Hindi, kasi naman nagtadyang kagad tayo. So, oh my God, morality issue eh. Tingnan muna natin isa, kaya ba natin yun? Maghahalikan kami. So, dapat attracted. Physically attractive. Sabihin, siya nagaya, ibig sabihin, attracted siya sa akin. Pumasa na ako doon sa attracted. Siya muna, titignan ko kung okay siya. Kasi, hindi naman to, babato ko lang sa kanya yung similya ko eh. Ano to eh, may, alam ba ba yung traditional line sex talaga kung kaya ko, di why not, di ba? Parang gano'n. Pero hindi ko mapapangako one time to. Kasi hintay namin, hindi pa, uulit kami. Hanggang siguro baka kakaulit, magkain laban. Pero sa role ko dito, totoong-totoo kay Rico. Yung sinabi niya may problema sa tira, try mo. Kasi siya naman yun eh. Lagi ganun role ko, pag ikaw naman, problema mo naman yan eh. Talaga, kurang talaga ako sa inyo, try mo. Kasi wala akong problema dyan eh. Pero ako, oo ako kasi, sa'yo. Sa'yo yun eh. Sa'yo kaya yun. Tayo mo, charot-charot dito, di ba charot-charot?
Nats, okay ka na? Thank you, Nat. One! Project Baby. Again, let's invite our cast here for one last photo op and invite to everybody. Just fertilize me. Nakakalokang linya. Just fertilize me. All right, Sue, let's wait for everybody to Alex here na in front. Sue and Rico, in behalf of everybody, please invite and thank our friends in the press who are here. Go ahead.
Hello, hello. Ayan.
There you go.
Good afternoon po ulit and maraming salamat. Thank you for being here today. May isa na naman tayong pelikula na gustong ipagkalat. Ang pinaka-importanting project ni Sue Ramirez ngayong taon na to, ang Project Baby. Sana po tulungan niyo kami to spread the word about our movie. Kakaiba po talaga to. Bukod sa si Rico Blanco ang leading man dito, na I'm sure excited lahat to watch on the big screen. Sana po tulungan niyo nga kami na ipagkalat ang tungkol sa Project Baby. Of course, this is under Regal and directed by Direk Eric Quizon, written by Jose Javier Reyes, the one and only, and of course starring me and Rico Blanco. So, thank you po again for being here today.
Rico, anything to add?
Salamat po ulit sa inyong lahat. Siguro i-address ko yung mga music fans na laging sumusuporta sa akin. Mabilis silang bumibili ng tickets sa mga concerts at sa kung ano mga festivals. Chance naman natin ma-experience yung community na yun na manood ng pelikula Pilipino. Kung hindi po kayo sanay, kayo ang kausap ko ngayon, kung hindi po kayo sanay tumangkilik sa pelikula Pilipino, explore din po natin na napakarami po magagandang projects po sa pelikula Pilipino. Kung ito po yung magiging unang experience nyo, malaking bagay po sa akin. Salamat po in advance.
Thank you, Rico. And Direk Eric, please, thank everybody.
Yeah, again, thank you for joining us this afternoon. And ako masasabi ko lang, pinapangako ko sa inyo, there's never gonna be a dull moment in the movie. So, maganda po yung... At natutuwa ako kasi hindi ko na-expect, but itong dalawa lang ito may chemistry. So, maganda yung chemistry nila. So, abangan ninyo yan. So,
Kumanta ka ba dito, Rico? Hindi. Hindi. Okay, let's have a photo. Let's have a group photo. We'll have different versions para maraming ma-post yung ating mga friends from the press. Let's have Sue and Rico. Then I have a challenge. Gayahin niyo yung poster niyo ngayon. Gayahin niyo. Gayahin niyo yan. Gayahin niyo yan. Gayahin niyo yan. Go, go, go. Thank you, everybody! Maraming salamat po. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. I hope you had a great time with our media conference. Again, please...
said hi, and tapos sabi ko, mag-work tayo together. Sabi ko, okay, so excited. The rest is history.
Alam mo, pagka-end po ng project, parang sinasabi ko lagi, ayoko na. Kasi mahirap din po. Tapos may dumadating po na magandang project, bigla po akong napapayas. So, never say never po.
Pero nung malaman mo na may mga intimate scenes kayo ni Sue dito sa movie, how did you feel and how did you react?
Kinabahan po ako dun. Pero excited din po. So, nag-prepare po agad ako physically din. Nagustuhan ko naman na-force ako mag-gym araw-araw. Hanggang ngayon, tapos na nga, tinuloy-tuloy ko na lang din po.
Photos, as in yung mga comments ng mga tao. Gusto nilang maging si Sandy Montesino. Gusto nilang malagay sa sitwasyon ni Sandy na wow, may option ako magpabuntis kay Rico Blanco. Diba? Pero kaming dalawa, ang bait niya talaga. Wala ka talagang masasabi.
Baby mo na ba bago kasal?
Ano ba mo siya?
Hindi, totoo yun. Yung baby, pwede gano'n, mag-open siya.
Okay, walang problema sa akin. Dominic, pwede naman. Oo naman. Yun nga sabi ko, I think si Dom, magiging mabuti siyang ama. Kaya maghiwalay kami. Kaya dahil nakikita ko how he is with his family. Yung mga pamangkin niya, sobrang mahal na yun. Actually, kahit na nga lang yung pakikitungo niya sa mga aso ko na parang niya talaga, yung love niya talaga. Nakikita ko na ang laki ng puso niya. At saka, ang buti-buti ng puso niya. And I would be more than happy. Sorry.
Thank you po, marami.
Kasi sabi mo kanina, parang bata kapag gusto mo nang magsabi. Oo. Ano yun? Nagpabago sa mo ngayon? Sa isip mo?
Ano na pabago? Yun nga, sabi ko, ang daming factors to consider kung ano ba yung lagay mo sa buhay right now. Sino ba yung partner mo? Malaking factor yun, I think, to consider. Yun ba yung nakikita mong partner na kahit hindi kayo mag-workout, mapapalaki niyo pa rin yung maayos yung baby. So at one point, parang nawala na ako dun sa mindset na yun. Parang inisip ko nga, baka di na ako magkakabuhay. Parang di ko na sure kung ano ba, gusto ko pa ba sa mundo na nangyayari ngayon, sa lahat ng kaguluhan. Dumadating din ako dun eh. Actually, tayo mga babae, malawak yung options natin eh. So pwede tayo mag-isip na, wow, gusto ko ng baby. Pero pwede natin bawiin na gusto ko ba talaga ng baby sa ganitong klase ng estado ng mundo ngayon. Pero at the end of the day, yun nga, may mahanap tayong tao na gugustuhin natin na makasama or gugustuhin natin na magpalaki ng bata kasama sila. Kahit na hindi kayo magkasama. So yun yung pinaka-ground rules ko talaga. This person has to be someone na mabait, matino, mabuti ang puso. More than marami siyang material na ari-arian, more than marami siyang napuntahan sa mundo. Alam mo yun, gusto ko ng mabuting tao na magpapalaki. Kasama ko ng anak ko.
So nakita mo na kay Dom?
Oo naman. Hindi ako magde-deny, no. Sobrang bait ni Dom. Yun nga, nakikitaan ko talaga siya na sobrang great father material talaga siya. He loves children. How he treats yung mga nieces niya, nephews niya. I really like watching him with kids. So, hopefully, kung makita niya rin sa akin yun, then no problem.
Napag-uusapan niyo.
Thank you po. Pasensya na po. Usapan na namin.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye po.
Maraming salamat po. Ay, ganun ka din. Sa akin ito.